Hi, Kelly. You know, they actually started thinking about this plant. They actually made the decision back during the first Trump administration to build this plant. Construction began in 2022, finished in October. They started gently beginning production then, and now they are officially opening this plant outside of Savannah, Georgia. Look at Hyundai's sales over the last 20 years. This has been one of the true success stories in the U.S. in terms of growing auto sales. And most of the time, the vehicles have been imported from South Korea. This plant will be building two electric models, the EV5 and the EV9. The EV9 was just introduced starting in October. Here's the story with Hyundai when it comes to auto production and the vehicles they sell in the United States. 58% of them last year, according to global data, were imported from South Korea. About a third came from production already here in the United States, the remainder from Mexico. If you take a look at shares of Hyundai, keep in mind that this Metaplant will have peak employment of about 8,500 employees. So again, this is the official beginning, and what a day to have the beginning of the auto production here. The governor of Georgia walks by. Good to see you, Governor. And as you can imagine, local politicians are very happy to have a new auto plant here in Georgia. Kelly, I'll send it back to you as we wait for the announcement from the White House.
Yes, indeed. Phil, anything you'd add on that? We only just learned within the past hour that this announcement is coming at 4 p.m.
I want to know if it's against foreign automakers or if it's against Mexico and Canada. That will tell you everything right there. If it's Mexico and Canada, then that has huge implications not only for the big three, but all automakers. Or is this a case where he says, I don't like what the EU is doing, and I want them to pay some type of a greater tariff? Is it against Japan? Is it against South Korea? Is it nothing against Japan and South Korea? I don't put too much stock in the shares of the big three falling on the news of this announcement. I want to see the details here. That will tell us just how big it is.
And analysts are saying the same thing. The one, from they said we'll hand market share to the Asian automakers if they're not included. So a lot to learn. Phil, appreciate it, especially on your feet there at the new plant from Hyundai in Georgia. Phil LeBeau.